The Arizona Cardinals at 2-3 take on the Seattle Seahawks, also at 2-3. The Cardinals are 3-point favorites in this game with an over/under of 50.5. This is a Seahawks team that has been one of the most efficient offenses in the NFL, led by Geno Smith. His fantastic completion percentage, his fantastic numbers that he has. No one's really saying that Geno Smith is a superstar, but he's done exactly what he's needed to do for the Seattle Seahawks. They did, though, lose Rashad Penny. We talked about the big-time injury to him. He will now miss the rest of the season. Aaron, what changes will we see from the Seattle Seahawks offense? Do you think anything changes now that Rashad Penny is not in the lineup?
You ain't shit, Vinny.
Story of my life.
You want to talk about Ken Walker so bad that you want to ask me this question?
I was just desperate to find a question for the Seattle Seahawks. If you're really
trying
to
I thought you were going to the question right with Geno. Like, that is the question. The only topic of conversation about the Seattle Seahawks should be, is this sustainable for Geno Smith? Like, the way he's played is outstanding. It doesn't matter if Ken Walker, DJ Dallas, Travis, Homer, or if Rashad Penny comes back and plays on one leg. This is about Geno Smith. This is about the way he's been playing and how he's been able to incorporate Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf in a way that somehow Russell Wilson wasn't able to do, which is have them both productive at the same time. Geno Smith is the question. Geno Smith is the answer. Geno Smith is the topic of conversation. This is all about Geno Smith. Do we believe at 30 years old, or however old Geno Smith is now, at his age, 32 years old, he has developed into a franchise quarterback? That's what this is about. Can he do it? Can he do it? That's it. That's the only question. That's it. That's all I want to say. It's the only question. Right. I asked the question for you.
No, like I said, I was just reaching for a question. I didn't. Geno is Geno. Like, that's it. Geno Smith is Geno Smith. That's it. There's nothing more.
I've been the one that's taken all this heat because with Divine Comedy, right? Always coming in here talking about the Seahawks, saying I'm not giving Geno Smith his credit. When I'm saying I am giving him his credit. I just do not believe in the history of the NFL there have been guys that at 32 years old have then developed into a good quarterback. It just doesn't happen. So I take the side of history. But what we are watching this year, it's hard to deny what we've seen from Geno Smith. Now, again, I could throw out the teams they've played that have been underachieving, but I mentioned he wasn't as good on the road. Well, guess what? The last 2 road games, he's done really well. Like, so he put that to rest. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions over the last 2 road games, 132 and 139 quarterback rating. He's played like a franchise quarterback. And I can't for the life of me figure out how in the hell he's doing it. I don't know. I think they need to test him for PEDs. They might need to test him for some of that. What's the secret stuff from the Space Jam movie? He might need to. I think he's got some of that. Maybe he's drinking the juice that the water boy drank when he got knocked out and came back to life. I don't know what it is.
It's the Aaron Rodgers juice.
I don't know what it is. But somebody, I don't know if he's got a voodoo doll. I don't know what he's got. I think he might be voodoo doll and Russell Wilson. He looks a lot more like Russell Wilson than Russell Wilson looks like Russell Wilson. I don't know what it is. And it's mind-boggling. But for whatever reason, Geno Smith balling out, man. He balling out.
Well, that's a good last line, because everything else you said, Geno wasn't going right back.
He never writes back. That's what I thought. Thinking of a Geno question, I thought that every answer I would get from you would have been, I don't know what's happening with Geno. Geno is just Geno. Like, that's the thing. Geno is just Geno, but he's on a different level and he's performing well. Shout out Geno Smith, not writing back. He's doing well. He's got the Seahawks.
Was that
right
good
now
enough for you?
Yes, that was great. That was a fantastic answer. I appreciate that. Let's go to the Cardinals side, because there's another team in this game, and that team is actually favored by 3 points. AJ, this is the first time the Cardinals have been favored in a game this season. They've had some tough matchups against the Eagles, against the Raiders. They've had some tough matchups, not been favored once this season. Here they are ahead of the Seahawks. What would you like to see from them in a game that they're favored in?
I would like to see a fast start. I would like to see them get ahead. I'd like to see them score some first quarter touchdown. I think that's something that they should really be after. I'd like to see them prepare for the return of DeAndre Hopkins next week. I would like to see an offense that is ready to insert a playmaker and it change the outlook of this offense. It makes them the potent offense we were worried about. I mean, if you came into the season and thought about their weapons that they had, what James Conner did last season, the explosiveness of a Rondale Moore, the consistency of a Zach Ertz, and just you think you would look real nice waiting on a DeAndre Hopkins. They haven't looked that great on the offensive side of the ball. It's been a lot of comeback. It's been a lot of Kyler Murray-esque type of heroics in the end of games. And I don't think you want that in a division rivalry game against Seattle Seahawks. They split these games all of the last 3 years. This Seahawks team is coming in confident as far as their offense goes, as far as their belief in Geno Smith and what Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf has been able to do. Ken Walker ain't worried about the fact that it's his first start. He's been a dog since he was in college. So, his last year in college. So I think they need to look at getting after a fast start this week, and I think that's going to be the formula for success for them. And I still think it's going to end up being a close game. So let's go ahead with the Arizona Cardinals 24-21.
Yeah. Get AJ's pick off my screen. Don't taint me with that screen of his pick.
It's beautiful.
You said taint.
Don't taint mine. Yeah, there we go. Get my pick up there. High scoring. Come on, guys. Can't have a low scoring game in this game. Seattle Seahawks can't stop anybody. They couldn't stop me and Vinny playing touch football. So this one to me is the game that the Cardinals have to prove themselves. I think that the offense starts to click. I think it's actually been clicking. I think the offense is fine. You insert DeAndre Hopkins, now it gets to where it needs to be. I think the Cardinals defense is better than what it's been given credit for. And I think this is a high-scoring Cardinals side. I think this might be one of the biggest margins of the week. I think the Cardinals do go into Seattle and get this one done, because if they don't, it might be it. It might be it. 37-23 Cardinals.
Might be it. Okay.
They got to win this.
No, I agree. They have to win. They have to win this game, and that's what we're gonna make it.
I froze at the wrong time.
You did. We'll make it 3 straight time
because I said if Seattle wins this game, sign me up. Like, I'm signing on the dotted line. I'm on the Geno train. Choo choo! Put me on the Geno train if they win this game. Choo choo!
Geno Smith, Kurt Warner-esque season leads them to the Super Bowl, and just shocks the world. I have the Cardinals, though, here in this game, 31-28. I think Geno Smith and the offense continues to look good, but the Cardinals end up winning because they're the better team. 31-28 Cardinals.